Okay, this is a review of the 19th episode of the second season of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. It's a Fluttershy episode called Putting Your Hoofs Down. Putting Your Hoof Down. Okay, I'm just going to come right out and say it. I didn't like this one. I don't think it's bad. I don't think that it's offensive. I don't think that it committed any kind of tragedies. It didn't flow. The way the scenes led into each other and the way the character progressed and such, I wasn't feeling it. I didn't find it totally believable. And I think it the pendulum swung back and forth too much. That being said, there's a lot of good stuff in here. We get a really good Derpy appearance, which, if you're watching in HD, you might be able to see that she has a muffin insignia on her saddlebag. So that's a great shout out. It kind of, winks at another huge bronyism and incorporates it into the show, which is awesome. I think there's a lot of great background pony stuff. You get to see some Bon Bon and Lyra. You get to see a Pipsqueak in the background, and just all the hidden in the background stuff was great. I like Iron Will. I like this Mr. T Hulk Hogan type of character who's very much a motivational speaker. My problem with the episode. Okay. Act 1, we have total doormat Fluttershy. Yeah, she goes up a peg sometime in some episodes, but if you leave her alone enough, she's just going to start sliding down the ladder and back to being a total doormat. And it's gotten so bad that she's actually getting slapped in the face by her pet bunny Angel. And this confirms a fact that the show has been dancing around for quite a while now. Angel is a bastard. He's been very, very curt and coarse with Fluttershy, in the past. And apparently that was just because he was getting in his way. When he doesn't get his way, he becomes just a horrible, horrible person. And, I think it's kind of telling. It serves, within context of the story to illustrate the doormattiness of the Fluttershy. But overall, I think it speaks a lot to her character because she's kind of living in an abusive relationship with her pet bunny, which is kind of scary and funny at the same time. But anyway, I didn't really have a problem with Act 1. Act 2, it kind of jumps straight after she goes to the Iron Will seminar on assertiveness. And, there are little problems here and there, but right after that she goes into assault mode. And it kind of hammers the point in a little bit too much, like wham, right in the face. That the techniques she learns from Iron Will, it's like Iron Will says, don't apologize when you can criticize. It's all about, being aggressive. You defend yourself by constantly attacking everyone you meet at the drop of a feather. And it works. It does prevent you from, in fact, getting walked on. It also turns you into a vicious antisocial monster and will make you lose all your friends. So, you really should read the fine print, etc., etc. And so then she goes so far that she actually chews out Pinky and Rarity and makes them cry, which of course she instantly regrets, which is believable in character. But then there's this one scene as we go into Act 3 that I think breaks the story. And to my to my humility, I didn't pick up on this the first 2 times I watched it, but this was an homage to the original Incredible Hulk series. She regrets chewing out her friends, making them cry. She goes home and boards up her house. And then there's this time lapse where all of the trees, or all of the leaves fall off her trees, and her brook dries up. And, you know, it's, when viewed as part of the parody, it works. But in the context of the story, it kind of breaks the story, because it feels like years have passed. Like, you feel like Fluttershy hasn't spoken to her friends in years and has become a shut-in, and that's a little bit too dark for, maybe not for the show, but for that scene. It takes it in kind of the wrong direction. And then, you know, Pinky and Rarity check on her like no time has passed. And that's just like, what's up with that? And on top of that, she seems to kind of find the balance. She just finds the balance between evil assertiveness and firm assertiveness just out of nowhere. And they just kind of, you know, plop it there and it resolves the episode. I don't feel it was earned, you know? At what point in her creepy abandoned house did she learn that lesson? It's like, you know, it was funny. It was dynamic and satisfying to watch in a sense, but it didn't feel earned, you know? It just kind of feels cheap that way. And so, you know, I'm only going to have to give, 2 out of 5 stars to this one. It's just not, I'm just not feeling it, you know? But I think it's a testament to the show that even when I feel an episode doesn't work, that it still has a lot of great stuff in it for the fans, and it still has a lot of great scenes in it, and it still has a solid character arc, even if I feel the pieces of that arc didn't fit together. You know, at least it's there. So those are my feelings, you know, just say what you want, that's how I feel.
One more change, I'm sold and together. Take great pains. Dressmaking easy for Pinkie Pie something.